Yeah. Game seems like fun on a bun. This game is kind of switching between mildly intriguing sometimes while being, like, really boring at other times.
Okay, let's go over the situation. Wait, where's Yuki-san?
Yuki-san went out into town. She wanted to check on the people we freed.
Also, I might take a food break in the near future here.
We can tell her
I've been streaming for 4.5 hours.
So,
Only had a bowl of cereal today.
will you tell us what's going on?
Might go make myself some toast and then come back when it's a good time to do so.
Yoshiki is.
Let's see what's going on here first.
Remember everything. He is Yoshiki Kasukabe.
Yeah, from what you've seen, just reminds you of old school Fire Emblem. This is not like Fire Emblem.
Man's a politician too.
This is more like the XCOM Mario plus Rabbids style.
A diet member who doesn't attract much attention, but he's had a long-standing career. I've heard he even has a reputation for consensus building within his party.
Yes, some people call him Buddha Kasukabe, an admiration.
Hence the it's his form there.
Surface, that is. My father is
Oh.
obsessed with political power.
Gee, I sure wonder what the colors being used here is meant to draw parallels to.
Which is why he sought to fulfill his desires by making me prime minister. When I was a child, he raised me very strictly. Not just academically. He drilled me on political etiquette. And
This might be drawing a parallel to something in the real world. I have no idea what it is, though.
He wouldn't hesitate to raise his hand against me.
Alright, there, in case I use it for a thumbnail.
Moments when
Yeah,
I
maybe I should make a sandwich.
family.
I should do. I haven't actually just had a straight up sandwich
My
for a good
father's
while.
word was absolute. Thought of
Yeah, there's some
rebellion
salami and
really
cheese.
crossed my mind.
Like you some XCOM? Yeah, it's kind of like that. And it does seem to have borrowed a lot of ideas from Mario plus Rabbids as well. Like, it feels more akin to that,
She didn't
but with
help you?
things like the full cover, half
My
cover,
mother
and
was very frail.
playing into stuff like that.
She passed away when I was little.
I would say the most similar game to
I'm
this I've
sorry.
played is Mario plus
It's alright.
Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Sparks of Hope
I
hasn't been
barely
different.
remember her.
How they handled movement and
Never mind.
player phase and all that.
Anyway, I eventually became a Diet member by riding on my father's coattails. Even now, I simply do what my father tells me to do.
Yeah, I guess Toshiro is basically our main character.
Given my history, it's rather laughable that I could forget.
Oh, it's coming along. Bit by bit. It's
However, there's
54%. It's over halfway done.
From your father's perspective, you were always an obedient son. So why was he so upset with you?
He was so desperate to find you that he even said you were a wanted criminal.
He seemed
Pretty
awfully
drastic.
vague about something you ran off with. What was that about?
My father actually is a criminal. Following
Well.
Representative Shido's downfall, my father finally decided to take action. He laid the groundwork to ensure that I would be nominated as the prime minister.
Really is like sequel to Persona 5 in that
Get this
sense.
Stuff, but
Oh, it's stuff with Shido.
easy to do?
Not under normal circumstances. However, my father took advantage of the political turmoil that's been going on since last year. He employed shady characters to intimidate representatives he had dirt on. He also went about wheeling and dealing a large amount of Marie's family's financial resources.
That's true. Then he's guilty of extortion, blackmail, and bribery. All criminal offenses. And you're sure of this?
That's quite a few things.
Documents he forged, voice recordings, and other hard evidence as well. I had a hunch my father rigged the election, which is why I investigated. I still have the evidence, which I secretly stole on hand.
So,
Welcome
all you
back,
have to do
Anima.
is go public with that and
Our
pick
big
and
bad
choose
is this
yourself.
guy's daddy-o.
I couldn't muster the courage to blow the whistle on him. My
Getting some
father's
exposition
schemes
about
were
him.
Out of the ordinary in the political world. Ending the political confusion with steady leadership was in everyone's best interest. Is what I kept telling myself. It's
Speak up.
truly a shameful story.
Over a new leaf.
You're exactly right. Not speaking up makes me equally guilty. I won't talk my way out of it.
Oh, update. Yoshiki Kasukabe, Toshiro's father and an incumbent Diet member, was sometimes called Buddha Kasukabe. His real nature is the polar opposite. So great was his obsession with power that he resorted to backroom criminal dealings. Toshiro has evidence of Yoshiki's crimes, but yet to publicly indict his father.
For now, I think I finally get the gist. Yoshiki thinks you hid that evidence, so he's trying to get it back, right?
I thought so too at first, but something still doesn't make sense. It's very unlikely that my father knows I stole the evidence of his crimes. First of all, he didn't show any signs of panic about his misdeeds potentially being exposed. Furthermore, I doubt the thought of me betraying him would have even crossed his mind.
Kind of like the last
Why
foe
is
that
he
we went
after
after.
That's because... It might be because I thought that he knew about it. The thought of my father questioning me about the evidence I stole fills me with terror. In other words...
Yeah, that
I think
certainly
he
doesn't
knows
happen.
because
Not at
how
all.
I perceived it to be.
So, if Toshiro's perception is reflected in Yoshiki,
Is this really Toshiro's palace?
Someone clue me in here.
then that means this kingdom is born out of Toshiro's cognition. Are you saying this part of the metaverse is Toshiro's?
All the stuff from
I
before
believe
was
that's
as
the
well.
most pragmatic explanation.
That's all the worlds that we'll go to
I
in this
should be
game.
the only one who knows I have the evidence, so it would all fit together. Although it could be possible that my father caught on to me in the real world. But the incident at the enemy
And what's
base
going on with like
confirms my
Arena and
theory.
stuff? What happened?
Password.
Oh, you mean the password you used to open the hidden door?
What?
Yeah.
I don't
that was
remember
close.
this.
I still can't believe that door was actually giving me serious trouble.
I don't remember this even.
Oh, I get
To
it.
be honest.
That was when...
Oh, is it gonna bring us back to that scene? Or
How's it looking, Oracle? Can you
Oh,
open it?
that's why I don't remember it, because I wasn't part of that
It's
squad.
better than I expected. This guy is either really paranoid or a serious
So
scaredy
it
cat.
shows us it, because
Let's have some fun.
not all players would have seen it.
This is getting bad.
Yeah, but I didn't get to see the door, because I was part of the other squad.
I know how you feel.
At first I was like, wow, is it really that unmemorable that I don't remember things here?
Tense situation going on over there.
Damn it, I can't crack the password. Sorry, it's gonna take me a bit longer. Come on, we just need to get past this, and then we'll be able to expose all of Yoshiki's misdeeds.
Misdeeds. Expose?
Yoshiki?
This is looking really bad. How much longer, Oracle?
Door?
Oh, I'm so close. I just gotta do something about this password.
Sorry, but I'm borrowing this for a moment.
Why, in case I use that for a thing.
Pops, what are you... Huh?
I just need to input the password.
I love Morgana with that outfit.
This should do it.
Whoa.
It opened. Way to go, Toshiro. You have a knack for this kind of thing, too?
Totally does.
That was just...
All right. Looks like we're all set on our end. Ball's in your court, guys.
Okay. He knew his dad's password.
I must have been able to open the door because I perceived myself exposing my father's crimes.
Couldn't you have guessed the password because...
Maybe I should just go make a sandwich and come back and eat while these cutscenes are happening.
You would
They
think
go on
you'd
for a
change the
while.
Password on these kinds of devices. Isn't it a little hard to believe that something I came up with at random was the right password?
Oh.
Well, that's...
I have more evidence as well. There's also this place, LeBlanc.
Did he used to go to the cafe a whole bunch?
What about it?
Quite like it or something?
I had a nagging feeling there was something familiar about LeBlanc. Then it hit me. I knew this place in the real world.
Yeah, just munch during the stream.
My being the
I very
youngest
rarely
Prime
do that, but-
Minister caused some commotion. I was uncomfortable no matter where I went. I was overwhelmed every day, having to entertain visitors, meet other Diet members, and
So you
deal
came
with
to
people.
LeBlanc to unwind.
And one day, I stumbled upon LeBlanc in a back street. From then on, I went there to find refuge whenever I wanted to be alone.
Yeah, it's so peaceful there that you can hardly tell they do business. So you're saying LeBlanc doesn't get customers? If the chief heard that, he'd be upset.
Oh,
He has his mask on the table. I wonder if this was made during, like,
possible I
probably
might
was
be
made during
involved.
COVID times. I mean, it still is
Then
COVID times,
why
technically,
does
but
this world exist? And how did
probably
you end
in the
up-
middle of development, in the middle of the
Yes, I
pandemic,
know.
and they were like, oh yeah, let's,
However, if my theory
with
turns
that bit.
out to be true,
maybe, I don't know.
then it means I've dragged you all into my own problems. I'm truly sorry.
apologize, man. That sort of thing doesn't bother us. Even if it turns out we're stuck here, we'll just work something out.
Yeah, I mean, we're practically pros in metaverse combat by now.
There's
We
a
can't
lot
overcome
of
this.
hours in
We're
it.
fated to be here.
But if you haven't noticed, we don't give up easily. I mean, how can I just lay down and die when there's still so many sweets I want to try?
Yeah, that's the right motivation. Doesn't make a difference.
See, you're all very tough, aren't you?
Well, we've been through a lot, so we're not going down without a fight. But don't sell yourself short, Toshiro.
Huh?
You discerned your father's motives and took action of your own volition. If you had kept quiet about it, then you would have remained his puppet.
You couldn't overlook your father's crimes, so you wanted to make things right. Isn't that so?
Yeah. Yes.
But I didn't have the courage to.
Not at the time, right? Think about it, Toshiro.
Yeah, doesn't her belt look like a different model? Or am I going crazy?
Just like you said, even puppets have a backbone.
Yes.
Like it wasn't originally part of her look here and then slapped together and then
Phantom
slapped
Thieves.
on. I don't know. I might be going
I have a
crazy.
favor to ask.
You want us to do you a favor?
Yes. I'd like to make a deal with you all.
No deal.
Even if this world is in my mind, I still can't manipulate it at will, right? For example, I can't just wish my way out of here.
Yeah, that would probably be difficult. First of all, changing
Yeah,
a person's
that's
heart is
what it
not
feels
easy.
kind of like.
Every time we steal someone's treasure, we're risking our lives.
Technically, it would be
In that case,
something like a PNG on top of a
something
PNG.
I have to do.
JPEGs don't support transparency.
Run from my father anymore. Not even from the version of him in this world. I need to see him again and settle the score. Will you lend me a hand, Phantom Thieves?
No.
In return, I give you my word that I'll indict my father for his crimes.
You speak up.
I'll come clean with everything. I'll free the political world from corruption and... No, I can't call this a deal. What you all would get in return is too ambiguous. I need a more tangible reward.
Speak
Since
up.
Phantom Thieves, maybe some cash or jewels or even gold. But where would I get that kind of money? Would it even be legal?
Speak up.
There must be something.
So, what should we do?
Help him out.
We'll fight by
I don't
your
know.
side while we're here. In exchange, you'll indict your father for his crimes in the real world. That's the deal.
Yeah.
We don't need
It's a
any-
question to ask if you need to identify nerd.
You're
What's the
the
difference
only
between a
one who can
JPEG and a
set your father
PNG?
straight.
Yeah, but I work with content creation stuff and I throw together a lot of things like thumbnails and different graphic designs, so that's how I'm familiar with this kind of stuff.
I swear.
Also, JPEGs take up a little bit less room than PNGs do by default. So whenever I'm saving any shots of, like, screenshots of games to throw into thumbnails and actually make them into thumbnails, I always export them as JPEGs.
Yuki-san, you came back.
Because they take up just slightly less room, which doesn't really make much difference on the individual scale. But when you have like hundreds upon hundreds and upon hundreds, I figure may as well consume less space for basically the same amount of content.
How do I put this?
I think PNGs have slightly higher quality. I don't quite remember. There was some sort of class that I took that we went over this kind of stuff. But I figure if I do lose a little bit of quality, it doesn't matter. It's a thumbnail.
Yes.
Cheers.
Then it appears we have the same goal. Many people are still imprisoned in the basement of Yoshiki's castle. My only wish is to rescue them and rid the people of their suffering. So, once again, could you please lend us your strength? Thank
Sure.
you very much.
Really optimizes storage space more than COD devs. I try to.
Everyone is exhausted from all that we've been through.
I try to at
Let's
least.
stop this talk of battle for now and take a break.
Like if
I'll make some tea for everyone.
That sounds lovely, Yuki-san. All of you should get some rest. I'll start working on our next strategy.
okay,
We need to act while the Aizen squad is still in disarray.
I have to pause it because we can't hear them otherwise. But yeah, if I use like my Persona 5 Tactica folder, for example, it's like I save them all as JPEGs, all these shots that I use in thumbnails. And then once they're actually made in thumbnails, more JPEGs. Potential background shots, if I have a character art for things for playthroughs, those go into a separate folder. And then that's basically how I organize things. This is stream 4, so I don't have anything past this point right now. But that's how I do it. And then every single one of my playthroughs I've ever done / plan to ever do is in this folder called playthroughs with a lot of different video games. So, yeah. There's that. Well, what the? Oh, it was the end of the thing anyway. Condems. Ah, yes, 4K rock texture saved as a PNG in the files. Why does everyone mad? Our game with a 2-hour campaign and 10 multiplayer maps is 250 gigabytes in size. You know, one of my friendos is actually someone that works on Call of Duty, as one of the sound designers for Mata. He's for anyone that's tuned into the podcast series, you might be familiar with him. And the most recent podcast that we recorded on violence in games, he elected to stay out on because he didn't really want to badmouth the company that he works for. Is the case. Otherwise, he would have been part of the violence in games discussion that still isn't posted. That is a whole lot of curry. It'll just be posted whenever Sate's done editing it. But yeah. Meanwhile, you named your files either that or, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I tried to, we love haiku. I try to stay super organized with all my playthrough stuff, because when you have, what is it now? I'm around like 180-ish playthroughs total on the channel. I'll hit 200 one of these days. It's important to stay organized. All that. Whoa, auto's on. Oh, late night poetry slam with Lord Yoshiki. What's this show supposed to be? Poetry slam, huh? It's probably that I love haiku show we heard about earlier. Did leave in quite a hurry, so maybe that's what he's doing now? Merry Christmas. Let's take a look at the next poem, shall we? Well, is this it? Is flashy much? Like we know where all his money is going. Let's see. Next up is a poem by Mr. Hopelessly in Love with Lord Yoshiki.
So that's how you.
This must be a show where haiku written by the citizens are presented on air. What? On the list for the 200th Let's Play? I don't really have anything in mind. It'll probably just end up being whatever it winds up being, but, oh, Lord Yoshiki, my dearest Lord Yoshiki, oh, Lord Yoshiki. Oh, Lord Yoshiki, my dearest Lord Yoshiki, oh, Lord Yoshiki. Oh, how very interesting indeed. I see you're expressing your utmost love and respect for me by continually repeating my name. How wonderful. Is what you thought I'd say, you idiot! You think I'm a fool? This is nothing more than empty flattery. Utterly meaningless. Love? There's no love to be found in such a poem. It doesn't even rhyme. Damn. He really is slamming their poetry.
Oh.
This Ray, he's going to burst a blood vessel and collapse before we even fight him.
Well, what if?
But it doesn't need to rhyme if it's a haiku. Think that's the problem here?
However,
Haiku have 3 lines with a 5-7-5 syllable structure. It's the art of fitting your feelings into a 17-syllable microcosm. This is an excellent opportunity for us. Let's craft poems of our own, shall we? You're up first, Ryuji. Huh? Why me? We're the Phantom Thieves, and we're here in this kingdom. And we're here in this kingdom.
Please.
Nope, got nothing. I'll pass to you, Harmonia. The Phantom Thieves, and we're here in this kingdom. I guess that's 5. The happiest place around. Isn't that like 6? And red leather tights. That's 5, sure. Let's do that.
Oh.
Uh-oh, shouldn't have said that, Ryuji. Panther's gonna come after you. Risking your life for poetry. Well done, Ryuji. Hey, I wasn't even the one who said it. She is the queen of red leather tights, isn't she?
Hey.
Always bringing that up.
You gotta be
Man, I can't
kidding.
believe you guys are all worked up because of this stupid show. While we're talking about haiku, I guess I might as well give it a shot. A true Phantom Thief will always elegantly complete the mission. Slide 4 for 200. No. Each and every day, whether sleeping or awake, my skills are unmatched. Oh, I must be a genius. Haikus are stupid. Could somebody help me with mine? C3GP. Let's see here. Throw back to Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Hee hee hoo hoo funny .mp4. Yeah, there was that. Saying Baldur's Gate, you're kidding? I don't really plan out the exact order that things are going to occur in, except for new releases that are coming out where it's like play them as they're coming out. You know, I just kind of play what I'm able to play as it's going on. Like I keep it. I'm on playthrough 179 right now. I keep them organized in this Discord server where I literally just use it to like send myself stuff and all that. So we're on 179 right now with Persona 5 Tactica and all that there. There are technically some in here that aren't, but I'm still doing right now that aren't up to here because of things like Fire Emblem Fates that I started forever ago but is still going on. There's things like that. I also record how many 100+ playthroughs I have. So whatever next playthrough goes past 100 parts is going to be the 20th one to do so. So Fire Emblem Fates is a more recent thing here just because it more recently went past 100+ parts. That's how I keep myself on track of stuff like that, essentially. So Persona 5 Tactica, I don't know what the heck part 200 or playthrough 200 is going to be. I know what 180 is going to be at this point, I'm fairly certain though. Because we always start out the new year with the next Assassin's Creed game in the list of Assassin's Creed playthroughs. And next up is Odyssey, which means that January 1st, we're probably going to be starting Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So I can say that 180 is that. As for 181, I couldn't tell you. Maybe it would just end up being freaking Persona 3 Reload that comes out in February. I don't know if I'll have much time for other things before that point. But yeah, I just gotta get through the current things that I'm doing and then do like 21 more playthroughs, then we'll be at 200, so still a little ways to go. So yeah, anyone that looks at my channel banner and sees things like it currently says 175 plus playthroughs completed and counting. If anyone wonders how I keep track of that number, that's how I do so. Is in there. How I stay on top of it. And there are some things that aren't counted in there. Like I think that ones that I never completed aren't counted in there. I don't think. Hold on. Like, if I search up for, Monster Hunter, for example. Oops. We're searching. We need to index this server. Give us a bit. Crap. It would be somewhere up here, anyway. Yeah, so the first full playthrough was Kirby Star Allies. Yeah, I think I didn't give a number to ones that weren't finished. It's just how, yeah, there's Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. This was with the postgame, but, like, whatever. So, yeah, I only want to count complete playthroughs or things that are on track to, for sure, being completed one day. I'm not gonna, like, add every single game that I've ever played on the channel, because we'd probably be well above 200 at that point if I did that. So, yeah, there's that. But, I mean, if anyone wants basically an idea of how my playthroughs have been, gone through on this channel, just, you know, click on the appropriate shelf and scroll down. Though, for whatever reason, YouTube did this one weird thing with shelves lately that I hate. It used to be that you used to be able to click on a shelf and then get navigated to another tab where you got to see everything in like this big display. So hold on. But now, if you click it, it does this little thing that's only 3 things wide. So you can still scroll to the bottom with like the very bottommost thing, I believe, being not Mario plus Rabbids, what am I saying? Kirby Star Allies. But it just takes like forever to scroll down. And when it's only 3 wide, it's like you're not even seeing all that much at once. It's lame. It sucks, man. There it is. Kirby Star Allies at the bottom. And then the 2018 playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles X that I never even quite finished. And there's a whole new playlist for now. But yeah, stuff like this. Where, yeah. Hold on. What is this? View all? Will that actually bring me to another tab? No, it doesn't. Fun fact, though, you can still navigate to the thingamabob, the old way that used to be, like with the links channel in Discord here. If you click on this, like the actual link for the second shelf, then you can navigate to what it used to be. It's just you literally need that link, or you need to have it memorized, like the exact way that you type in this kind of link to navigate to that. So this is the way that used to be. You used to be able to click on that, and then it would bring you to this, where it's 6 wide, and you can see, like, all the playthroughs that have happened throughout the years, and the reverse chronological order here that is kind of outlined in that one message that I keep editing in that, private Discord server thingamabob. And it's a lot easier to see everything all at once here. And then, like, oh, I wonder if he's done a playthrough of Metroid Dread. How about? Whoa, he has. You know, it's a lot easier to control F and see all the things that have been done throughout the years here. So, I don't know if YouTube will ever bring back clicking and going to this. Wait, this is on playlists now. Can I just like, if I click on playlists, what does this do? Rated playlists. Okay, there's things like this where I'm trying to. This is for like the music thingamabob at the bottom. Where it's like, if I ever get enough in a playlist, it'll go into that. But yeah, there's lots that just have one, if there was one that really jammed out, but I'll add more if it ever comes up. I can't sort by last video added. This is dumb. This is stupid. All right, let's just close that down. All right, switch my input back over. Well, I'll do here. But yeah, Rayman Raving Rabbids on the Nintendo Wii for playthrough 200. You know, if I ever go back and finish off one of those things I never finished, like one of those Roller Coaster Tycoon games or like Monster Hunter or something like that, that'll shift the number and have whatever thing is 200 not be 200 anymore. I mean, unless they're counted in like, that's counted in like the order of starting rather than the order completed. I'd have to create a whole nother thing to sort it by order completed. And that sounds like a lot of work. I'm not gonna do that, I don't think. Completely forgot you finished off Origins a while ago. Yeah, and if I want to get on top of Assassin's Creed, I gotta at least do like 2 per year, I think. But I didn't do 2 this year. I only did 1. It was Origins, and that was the one that we started January 1st of this year. I meant to do Odyssey this summer, and I just did not have the time. So, yeah, maybe if I have the time, I'll do 2 next year. Maybe we'll do Odyssey and Valhalla next year. I don't know. We'll see. 3 buys probably for mobile, which is still dumb. Yeah, I agree. Play through 200 DDR Mario Mix for GameCube. Yeah, I still haven't played Mario and Luigi Dream Team yet. It's on my to-do list, but there's a lot of games to get around here, and I used to be pretty busy. I might just go make a sandwich. What I might just do. I'm feeling hungry. I'm gonna take a BRB break. This is what I think I'm gonna do here. I'll be back shortly. Enjoy watching my printer print a big purple pot for me. And, like, deliberate on what the 200th playthrough is gonna be or something. I don't know.